Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you the books that I hauled most recently. I have quite a stack to show you, and I also got a couple of really fun puzzles, so we're going to look at those as well. So hi, my name's Talia. I love books, I love bandanas. I'm so glad you're at my channel today. I'm not gonna lie, I've been a little bit crazy with buying books lately. I don't know, I think just like the change in the weather, moving into fall, it like makes me a little sad, and I have been coping with that by buying books. My kittens also left today. My foster kittens went back to the Humane Society to have their surgeries and go up for adoption, so feeling all the feelings today. So it's a beautiful day to just take some time and talk about books, which I love and makes me happy. So that's what we're gonna do today. I actually think we'll do the puzzles first though, because I'm really excited about those. So one's a bookish puzzle and one is not a bookish puzzle. So this puzzle I got recently when I was out at a bookstore. And I just thought it was really cute. 1,000 Pieces has just a bunch of common popular books on it, and it's really fun because my kids are starting to like doing puzzles with me, and they can do the big ones if there's like wide varieties in color. If I can be like, hey everyone, do like the yellow. We tried to do like a birdhouse one a while ago, and it was like too many colors mixed all over the page, and it was too tough for them. But this, I feel like there's like breakdowns of color that they should be able to help pretty well with. So that's fun. This one I love as well. We love Legos around here, and also just the bright colors. I thought it was really fun to see, like, it's like paint pots, but each paint pot is actually filled with Legos. So I got this for $10 at Walgreens. I was pretty excited about that one. That was a good find. Okay, so those are my puzzles that I will be working on this fall, because you always gotta have a puzzle going once it gets rainy and yucky and you can't send the kids outside. It's fun to have those kinds of projects going on. Okay, so now we'll talk about the books. First I got The Fragile Threads of Power by V.E. Schwab. From what I understand, this follows the Darker Shades of Magic series, and I have not read that yet. So really, I probably did not need this yet, but I was out shopping at a local bookstore and they had a signed copy. So very rarely do I like splurge on things like that, but I was like, I really want the signed copy. So signed copy, V.E. Schwab, putting it on my shelf for after I read the rest of the other series and get to this one, but it will be ready when I do. So very excited about that. I purchased my first Tana French novel. I've never read any Tana French, and she's obviously a super popular like mystery thriller writer. So purchased In the Woods. This is about 4 kids that go missing. No, maybe 3 kids go missing. One of them survives, and the one that survives becomes a cop in the same area where these kids went missing all these years ago, and like a kind of another murder or some mystery happens in the same place where he went through his traumatic experience, and he's working with another police officer, and they're trying to solve this mystery, and I'm assuming he's gonna have some flashbacks of what happened to him and maybe solve his own mystery as well. So yeah, again, Tana French is a super popular author. Curious to see if I like her writing. Oh, this sounds so good. Insignificant Events in the Life of a Cactus. So this is middle grade, and it's about a girl who does not have any arms, and I believe she was born that way. Yes, born that way. So it's about kind of her challenges and trials with that, and then she makes a friend, and they discover like this old storage shed, and there's some sort of mystery that they embark on together. So I've heard really good things about this. I love a good middle grade novel, so I'm really excited for this one as well. Okay, another super popular book that it's like about time for me to read is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. This is about a... So this is about a girl who is having a rough time in life, discovers a library, and I'm not sure exactly the technicality of it all, but somehow she can change or read all these different books, and it will take her to different ways her life could have turned out. So like she can see what would have happened if she had made all these different choices, which I think sounds amazing, because who among us wouldn't like to go back and change a thing or two, a decision or two we've made in our lives. I think probably all of us at some point have been like, oh, like what if I would have done that differently? So I'm super curious to see where this one goes. It's kind of like I feel like I've been behind on some of these super popular reads, so it's time for me to catch up a little bit on some of those. Another very popular one that I had not even heard of this until recently, and I don't know how I missed the hype, because it has like a bazillion reads on a bazillion reviews on Goodreads, but Caraval. This is a very popular series, and it's funny because I was actually like just searching Amazon for like books on sale. I don't have Prime, so I had something else that I had to order. And then if you don't have Prime, you have to spend $35 to get the free shipping. So I literally just needed like something to fill my cart. Oh, Amazon, you are trying to take over the world, and it's working. Different topic for different day. But anyways, so I found this, and I think it was like $6. Like, it was super cheap, and I was like, I've heard that title before. What is that? And then I looked it up, and I was like, this is a super popular book. I don't know where I've been. But I have a copy in my possession now. So Caraval, it's about these two sisters, I think, and they live on this secluded island, and they want to go to Caraval, which is like this game that happens one time a year, and like the audience gets to participate. It's like this big event. And just about when one daughter is going to get into this like arranged marriage, they end up, I don't know if they flee or escape or what happens, but they end up going to Caraval. And I think one of the daughters is involved in the game, and then the other's trying to solve and figure out like what happened or something. So yeah, another book that I'm like, I feel like I'm really behind on the times for this one too. So that's in my possession as well. And again, like, it's so pretty. Like, it's a pretty book, and I swear it was like $6. So I'm pretty excited about that. Okay. Also, let's do some shifting. I got Sons of Encouragement by Francine Rivers, and I am really excited for this. So I read, what is it called? Hang on. Okay. So Francine Rivers' Lineage of Grace. I read that several years ago, and I loved that book. So it's historical fiction based on biblical characters. So Lineage of Grace follows 5 different female characters in the Bible that are important parts of history. And Francine Rivers is so historically accurate, but then builds on the characters and obviously puts in her thoughts of what might have happened and what these women may have been like. And I just loved it so much. So it just made me stop and think about the importance of these women in the Bible and how their stories significantly impacted history. So I have had this on my list of wanting to read for a while, so I finally have it in my possession. So this tells 5 historical fiction stories of 5 men in the Bible, and they are Aaron, Caleb, Jonathan, Amos, and Silas. So I'm really excited because I didn't know what men actually were going to be covered when I purchased this. I was like, oh, I just know I'm going to love it because I loved Lineage of Grace so much. And I'm glad it's not like the super common ones, because I feel like we know a lot about Moses. We know a lot about David. It's kind of easy to piece together their stories. But Aaron, Caleb, Jonathan, and Amos and Silas, like, I literally know nothing about Amos and Silas, like nothing. So it'll be really interesting to kind of read their stories. And it's fun because I feel like always after I read like a fictional a fictional story about a Bible character, I want to like go to the Bible and be like, wait, what did he really do? What actually happened here? So yeah, I think this is going to be really fun. Okay, it's kind of a chunker. I don't know when I will get to this one, but I know it's going to be good. Okay, and now I got 4 books from Shaun of the South because I love Sean Dietrich so much. I'm just definitely obsessed. So yes, and if you haven't watched my review on Kinfolk, which is the first book I read by him, I'll link it up here because it's It's so good. So Will the Circle Be Unbroken? This is Sean Dietrich's first memoir. And it is about him and his childhood. His father committed suicide when he was about 11. And he was left to kind of raise himself. I think it sounds like his mother did the best she could, but obviously really struggled a lot after his father's death. I think emotionally, and to provide for Sean and his sister, who was younger than him at the time. So it's just kind of his story and pulling himself up after that and becoming a writer and musician, and such an inspirational person. You guys, I love Sean's writing so much. And he has this blog that he actually like does a blog post every day. He's like in Italy right now blogging about his trip, and he is so funny. Like his writing, I literally laugh out loud almost every day reading his blogs. Like they're so good. So I'm super curious to read more of his story here. I also picked up, so this is Sean of the South Volume 2. So his old blog posts, like he's been blogging for like 10 years or something. So some of his old blog posts he's published into like these just little short story versions. So I read the first one, Volume 1, and then I picked up Volume 2 because even though I could probably scroll for like 7 hours to find this, it's fun to have it like in the just in a paperback format that I can carry with me. Okay, so I have a couple other novels that Sean has written here, and Stars of Alabama. This sounds like it's a novel of found family, which is kind of a topic that is popular in Sean's writing. We have a girl that gets pregnant during the Depression. It's kind of the Great Depression, and is like abandoned by her family. We find two men who find this baby and like end up finding this widow to help them take care of this baby. And then we have a young boy who has stolen thousands of dollars and is fleeing towards Alabama. So a story about these characters, and I'm sure all their lives are going to intertwine at some point. And yeah, I'm going to read what it says on the bottom of this because I feel like sometimes editors can just say things much better than I can. With a voice both humorous and heartfelt, Sean Dietrich, also known as Sean of the South, weaves together a tale about the dignity of humanity and the value of enduring hope. Yeah, so I just love that. Like Sean tackles tough topics in his writing, like tough things happen, but he weaves it all together in a way that like makes you see the good in humanity and makes you see the good in the world, and I love that so much. So also by Sean of the South, The Other Side of the Bay. This is a super short one. I didn't realize how short it was when I ordered it. But this is a short novel. It takes place in the panhandle of Florida, and a local sheriff is trying to solve the death of a local boy. So again, I'm sure we'll get to know a little bit about what it's like in Panhandle, Florida, down in the South there, and about the characters down there. And yeah, I'm just so excited. Like I have so many good books, you guys. I have so many like super popular books and other books that I'm sure many of you have not heard of Sean of the South, because I had not heard of him at all until a couple of months ago, and now I'm like completely obsessed. So let me know. Have you read any of these popular ones? Are they going to be worth my time? And have any of you heard of Sean of the South? Are any of you from the South? I know he's touring because he's a musician, so he's doing like some concerts and stuff down there once in a while. I would love to hear if any of you guys have had any real life experiences with Sean Dietrich. I think if he ever gets up to the Pacific Northwest, I will definitely be there. That would be a good time. Okay. So that's all I have to share with you for today. I hope you are doing well wherever you are. I hope you take some time today to read a good book or two. And if you are having a bad hair day, just wear a bandana. Bye.